Well, good afternoon. Reporting live for the Guelph Arts Council. My name is Robert, and we are here with Susan Ratcliffe. Susan is not only the Doors Open site coordinator, she is a walking tour guide and a heritage advocate for the city of Guelph. Good afternoon, Susan.
Good afternoon, Robert. Nice to be here.
Good. Listen, I was going to ask you, what do you think makes our city of Guelph so great?
Well, I think that the site we're standing on, with the beautiful view of the Basilica on the hill, and looking right down behind us on the founding site of Guelph. So it encompasses the 200 years of history, and that's quite an amazing feat in Ontario for people to come and see our wonderful heritage.
Great, thank you very much.
People have often asked me how I came to Guelph. In 1975, I was hired to be an English teacher at Centennial. I lived in Kitchener, so I spent 7 years commuting and then thought, what am I doing with my time? So I came here and I was caught by the location of my home on the river. And when I saw my two little boys playing in the river, I knew this was the place for us. So we have the river, we have the beautiful surroundings, and we have just the size of the city that's perfect for a small family growing up. So I've always stayed here 37 years in my present house. The Guelph Arts Council is really a fascinating group. It's been going for more than 40 years. It came together originally to advocate for the river run, to build a theater in Guelph. I spent 12 years on the Arts Council after I was recruited from being a tour guide, and just to see the amount of work that the Arts Council does in bringing together the artists of all kinds, the heritage people and Doors Open and the walking tours, the heritage awards they used to give, and all of the advocacy for artists and art interested people in the city. So they can get information, they can find news, they can find events, and they can even be part of it all as a volunteer. In 2002, it was Guelph's sesquicentennial, 175 years of Guelph history. So we were looking for a project to honor that history. We came up with the idea of Doors Open Guelph. So I was one of the original volunteers, and now 21 years later of doing research and training guides, 5 years ago I was asked to be the site coordinator, which means that I get to go around and find the sites for the annual event of Doors Open. It's part of my background as a walking tour guide, and I was a walking tour guide since 1987. So it was my interest in Guelph history that came from that brought me to this position looking after Doors Open. In the preparations for Doors Open Guelph 2021, unfortunately it has to be virtual again, but you will enjoy seeing the sights. We have an interesting contrast this year where you'll be able to go inside the mosque on Water Street, the brand new, beautiful, stunning Gurdwara down on Clare Road, and also a beautiful limestone house that represents Guelph's quarrying history on Waterloo Road. Then we'll see the ever popular caboose. You'll get to tour inside of the caboose and take a walk on Trails Open Guelph. And something that people have asked for every year is an inside tour of the Reformatory. So this time you'll be able to see a slideshow of the inner sanctums of the Guelph Reformatory building, something that a lot of people have asked for since we began. So at this time, we are now preparing the videos for our virtual Doors Open 2021. Behind me is a popular site, it's been popular over the years, the Albion Hotel. And the eternal question is, are there tunnels under the Albion leading up to the Basilica? So if you came to Doors Open, you would find out the answer. I often call Doors Open the nosy factor, because you can get inside buildings, houses, businesses that you might not normally get to see. So we're now preparing for Doors Open 2021, and we have a variety of 7 sites coming for this year. So 2 years ago, we were planning to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Doors Open Guelph, and it was going to be in April, and suddenly the world shut down in March. So we had to find a way to still have doors open. And so we pivoted to a virtual Doors Open, prepared our videos of the sites, wrote the scripts, got the narrators, and we launched with 8 sites last year. And so it turned out to be a really good opportunity for Guelph to tell its story in Ontario, because it became part of the virtual Doors Open Ontario. Besides Doors Open, the Guelph Arts Council has just a myriad of activities that you can find out about or that you can volunteer for. It's an amazing experience to be part of the Guelph Arts community, especially in this time of new collaborations with groups like Hillside, with the Jazz Festival, the Film Festival, and the Guelph Museum where we're sitting right now. So you can get involved you could be a tour guide, you could help with the office, you could do all kinds of other activities that are part of Guelph's community. If you want to find out information about it, you can go and examine the brand new, beautiful, exciting new website. It's a hub of all of the arts for Guelph. And with partnerships with the city and everybody else, it's really growing and needs lots of volunteers like you. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the 21 years of volunteers. In years when Doors Open was in person, we would have anywhere from 125 to 150 people who would welcome people, count people, lead tour guides, lead tours around, and also keep the tour guides on time. So we had for each site, each time period, 4. So we miss having them this year in Doors Open Guelph that's virtual. So we're hoping that in November I can start planning to get new sites and welcome people in person and see our wonderful volunteers once again.
All right, Susan, listen, I just want to take this time and thank you so much for taking the time to give some insight into the life of Susan Ratcliffe. And I want to thank you for all that you do for Doors Open and for the Guelph Arts Council, and giving insight to all the people that are watching this, and especially volunteering. I'm a volunteer myself and I absolutely love it. So I just want to say thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a great day today.
Thank you very much, Robert. I've always wanted to thank the Arts Council for what they've done for me. And so I'm happy to do this to encourage more people to know how wonderful it is.
Perfect. Well, I couldn't have wrapped it up any better. So thanks very much, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye now.